Hello everybody. This is a follow-up to the War Games Atlantic Skeleton Army video. I know it's been several days since my first upload, but it's been kind of busy around here at the Grimdark Skeleton channel. Just busy with work and all that, but hopefully I can start recording more often. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about these models here. I have several examples, okay? I'm going to try to make this kind of a thorough type of video, but not too long. So, first off, I want to show you some of the models in their freshly built state, okay? As in no primer, nothing like that, just raw. So, let's go ahead and start. Again, let's kind of keep in mind that the bases don't come with the box, so you're going to have to get those yourself. But here's one example of what you can do with this kit. They're very cool models, as you can see. So there's one. And there's more examples than this in the kit. This is just a small sampling of some that I put together. You can see there's a pretty good amount of detail on these skeletons. Very cool. So it's got the helmet going. Shield. And again, just like the amount of detail these skeletons have, they take really well to contrast paint. If I can stop dropping them, that'd be cool. Here's another one here. He's got a skull on that spear, which is very cool. And again, you don't have to do them like this, but I did a bunch like this because I just loved it. I'm not going to show you everything because there's so many different combinations. You see this guy's got really long pike, you know, with a bow. But yeah, it's they're like really detailed. Up there with like Games Workshop level of, you know, some of these skeletons. I mean, especially at the price point, you really can't go wrong. The amount of variety, you can really get creative with some of these guys. There was some cleanup, which I admittedly haven't done as well as I could have for some of these guys, but it's pretty minimal, you know. You run a X-Acto knife on it, you could probably get most of it off pretty quick. All right, and then here's some of the cavalry. All right, everybody wants to see the cavalry. And they are awesome. I mean, look at that horse. It looks like he's in motion. The only thing that's kind of hard is, like, you kind of see that right there. There's not a lot of real estate where the skeleton makes contact with the horse. So I had to use some sprue goo, which I'm sure a lot of you know what that is. Just like Tamiya extra thin with some melted sprues in it to kind of hold it in place. But yeah, like there's just so much variety with these kits. Look at this. I mean, you could really have your imagination go wild. And again, the bases don't come with this, so this is just something you guys are going to have to source on your own, but just a lot of different variety. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you one of the chariots, which is not based, okay, right now, yet. And half of it is primed, the other half is still not primed, so I'm going to take it apart and then show it to you all in one. So here's like the chariot, right? which again, really cool kind of design on that thing. Show you the two horses for it. Again, similar. But very cool. And then basically, if you could glue it, it'd sit on top of it like that. See? But yeah, just really cool. And it's got room for two skeletons in the back. Of course, you probably wouldn't want to put the skeletons on a base if you're going to put them on there. Okay, and then I'm going to show you some that are painted, okay, but not, you know, like I haven't done the basing on these yet. Just to give you an idea of what you can do. All right. So, that's pretty cool. Here's another one. That detail on the shield, I did that on my own. It's the first time I've tried doing something like that. I think it came out okay, but it's definitely room for improvement. Tried to make it look like the eyes were glowing. Tell me in the comments what you think about that. Does that look convincing or no? And then I have a few that I've completed. I wanted to show you some of those. So that right there on the shield, that's a transfer. Just a transfer sheet off Etsy. Right. That guy. For future videos, I'm going to have to get like a little turntable or something, but bear with me, guys. It's early on. But just wanted to show you like all the different things you can do. So some of the skeletons, and if you guys are interested in like a painting tutorial or something, just to get an idea of how I did some of this, let me know. Probably got to put one out, but you know, I'm not the world's best painter, but I think they came out okay. Again, it's just a very varied, the transfers. It's like a random transfer sheet. And again, kind of went for the glowing green eyes, like they've been animated by some crazed necromancer or something. But yeah, it's just very cool. Like the kits are really cool. You know, like the skeletons, there's just so much variety in them. A lot of different poses that you can do. Let's see. But yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments. But yeah, there's definitely a really good, just, you can't go wrong with this kit. Like, the value is just unbelievable. Pretty good. For the basing, it's just some PVA glue and sand, pebbles in there, and some but yeah, definitely went with like more of a weathered kind of look with these guys. I mean, they are skeletons, right? Some of them I did like with the whiter scheme, more of a bleached bone. And then, you know, versus like, I'll say this guy. All right. Definitely a different type of look. What you guys think? which one came out better, the lighter scheme or the darker scheme. Again, tried some freehanding on the shield. Don't know how well that came out, but and you know what's cool about these is, you know, it's just like a mindless kind of paint job you can do on them. Doesn't have to take very long per skeleton. You can spend maybe 15 minutes a skeleton, and they come out halfway decent. You know. But yeah, guys, tell me what you think. But anyway, yeah, that's just an idea of some of the poses that you can do. You can definitely have more than just those. That's just a small sampling. I mean, that's actually a pretty big sampling of how many poses you could do. But a lot of different weapons, a lot of different arms, you know, stuff like that. But anyway, if you have any questions and comments, please let me know. If you want to see more stuff like this, let me know. And yeah, happy skeleton painting. Hope you guys get the kit. If you do, again, let me know. I'd be curious to see what you guys think. All right, Grimdark Skeleton, signing off. See you next time.